14 signs you'll be rich in a few years. Everyone dreams of getting rich, isn't it? We cannot deny it. This is my dream, and certainly it is yours too. But are we really going to get rich? To kill your curiosity and help you know if you are on the right track, today we are going to show you 14 signs that can clarify whether you will become rich or not. 1. You think big. Our mind controls us. It does not help if you do not filter what you think. It will end up changing and influencing your attitudes. So, one of the things that the rich have in common is the way of thinking, also called the mindset. The poor live in fear of losing and are content to earn little. Not that this is bad. We are not here to judge. Everyone has the right to choose. However, the rich are never afraid to lose, and when they are going to win, they want high gains. So they think and create projects that will lead them to great results. 2. You are not afraid to risk. Whoever is afraid of risk ends up being afraid of getting rich. The risk is not a negative point, unlike what many end up thinking. Risk is an essential factor for high profit. After all, it is practically impossible to earn a lot without having to risk it. Generally, the risk taken is directly linked to the possible profit, so if you want to earn a lot and really get rich, you start to be more attentive to taking risks, but of course, nothing exaggerated. There is no point in accelerating too much and end up risking more than you should. With this, as important as risk is your control. 3. You know how to learn from your mistakes. In life, it is impossible not to make mistakes. It is foolish to believe that it's possible to have an existence without errors. This is impossible. However, the best thing you can do is learn from the mistakes you have made and not complain or hide them. Understand error as a learning process that when studied and fixed, you will end up 1% better. If you can think that way, you will come to a point where there are no mistakes but learnings, and that makes you not afraid to make mistakes, quite the contrary. In life, there are no mistakes. There are only gains or learnings. Living with this mindset, make sure that you will be much less martyred and you will end up having a much more peaceful and successful life. 4. You earn more than you spend. The process of creating an asset is relatively simple. You just need to spend less than you earn. This concept appears to be super simple, however, few are able to execute it. Wealth creation is very similar to the weight loss process, where everyone knows what they have to do, however, only a small minority can put it into practice. If you can control your spending and make it take up less than you earn, you will accumulate wealth. There's no secret. 5. You invest your capital in knowledge and expand your business. Do you know what is the most important asset in your lives? In case you don't know, this asset is knowledge. When you have knowledge, you have the ability to know exactly what needs to be done. This is very present in cases where people go bankrupt and end up quickly recovering their assets or part of it. The real rich invest most of their capital in knowledge because they know that this is a wealth that cannot be lost. In addition to knowledge, the wealthy are very fond of investing and growing in their sources of income. Therefore, if you invest in your business or sources of income and prioritize knowledge a lot, know that you are one step ahead of those who do not. 6. You know that knowledge is the only key to success. As well as investing in knowledge, knowing its value and the greatness it will bring is of paramount importance, and of course, a point often found in successful people. When we realize that knowledge is the only thing that can make it grow, we realize that we must invest a significant part of our capital in it, and this ends up complementing the signal with the previous one. If you think that knowledge is not so important, attend lectures by people who have been successful or have reached where you want to go. You will surely realize that they all intensely emphasize the importance of knowledge. 7. Don't be in a hurry to get rich. Whoever is in a hurry ends up flashing. So if you are in no hurry to get rich and you know it is a process until you get there, you will surely be closer to becoming rich. Wealth is a process that takes time to reach, and this is what differentiates the rich from the poor. Usually, those who do not have capital nor will have end up dreaming of becoming rich overnight and end up not understanding that this is simply a process that will take time. 8. You value have different experiences. This is a great watershed. People tend not to appreciate it and learn from the experiences, and this is something really drastic. Like mistakes, experiences are events that end up transforming us in some way, which is why we must value them. A practical example is seen when major crises occur, where many who go through it end up growing more as a person and a professional. After all, the experience of going through a crisis helps them to evolve in some way. And a curious point is that many times that a crisis passes, we can see that the rich are richer and the poor are poorer. Why is it? It may be that the rich know how to value and learn more from this experience, unlike many who lament. Again, it is important to emphasize, we are by no means here to judge or say that the rich are better than the poor, nothing like that. The focus here is to show you points that the rich have in common, and that can show that you are on the right path. 9. You value the hours. Do you know which asset we were unable to buy? The time. It doesn't matter if you are a billionaire or a mere mortal, you will always have the same 24 hours. Therefore, whoever manages to use these hours in the best way will stand out. And this is something that we can clearly see in successful people. They value every minute of the day, knowing that time is impossible to buy. Why would they not value it? Even though it seems obvious, most people who do not and will not succeed invest their time irrationally and will not generate returns. The rich strongly repress it. So, if you value and invest your time strategically, which will contribute to your success, make sure you are one step ahead of the rest of humanity. 10. You take care of your body and mind. To be able to earn more money and produce more, it is extremely important that we are well with our body and mind. Therefore, a large part of the people who are successful invest their time taking care of the body and consequently end up taking care of the mind. Yoga, gym, martial art are some of the examples of body care that successful people seek. And in addition to interfering with the mind, physical exercise is something that can relieve stress and thus increase focus, concentration, and productivity in everyday tasks. If you do any physical activity for the purpose of reassuring your mind, know that you are on the right path. 11. You cultivate good habits. In addition to physical activities, successful people create and cultivate good habits. When you cultivate good habits, you live a life in which your time is already full, and this means that you not have time to waste. Some of the good habits we find most in people who have or who are looking for success are these: reading, physical activity, meditation, study. If you cultivate any or all of these habits, you may be on a path that will bring your success. 12. You read books that will contribute to your success. We talk about the habit of reading, but it's not just any reading. Usually people who are looking to evolve look for books that will make them evolve. As we said earlier, time is an asset that cannot be expended, purchased, or received. Therefore, we must enjoy every minute of our day with habits that will make us grow, and reading is one of those. The main genres that successful people look for are these: personal development, finance, economy, sciences, politics, self-help. 13. You try to be humble. One of the signs that permeate most successful people is humility. Knowing that heritage is just a numerical set and that it does not make anyone better or worse is one of the foundations of successful people. Of course, unfortunately, not all are humble, but we can say that most of them have this characteristic. 14. You share your knowledge. There is a great myth that speaks of the harm in passing your knowledge to others, sometimes claiming that it can make people steal your ideas, get bigger than you, etc. But if we think about it, countless successful people share and claim to do well. The habit of abundant knowledge. When you pass on knowledge to the other person, you are not giving them a chance to get bigger than you. You are giving them a chance to grow in life. That is why there are countless very successful people who make a point of helping others and sharing their knowledge. Do you really think that sharing knowledge will harm you? If your answer is yes, we regret to inform you. You have no idea of the power of what success is. Success is not just about money. Success goes far beyond that. To be successful is to be an abundant person in several areas, and that is why the people who have the most capital are those who tend to help the most. But if you are the type of person who is constantly looking to help others, know that you are on the right track. Have you ever practiced anything on the list or noticed something else that the rich people do that we didn't mention in your video? Tell us in the comments. And if you like it, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.